Yo, welcome to the finals. Today I'll be going over a controller slash console settings video. So, when I first started playing this game, I looked everywhere for a good console or controller settings video and I just could not find a good video. Every settings I tried were just so choppy or so bad, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna look into the best settings myself and I'll make my own good settings. Ever since I made my own settings, my game has just skyrocketed. Absolutely skyrocketed. So I've played so many different games, from the finals to like Apex Legends and Fortnite, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals. So I've kind of got a sense of how the settings system work and how the aim curve types work. So I understand how to create the best settings myself without having to watch a video. So I can go over with you guys the best kind of slower settings and the best kind of fast settings. So right now I have a little in the medium, like slow, fast settings, because I was running the Cerberus. So I'll go over with you guys a more close range settings type and a more longer range AR type, right? So it's just like, so what this settings does is it allows you to make quick adjustments like this, and if you have to pick up speed like that, quick adjustments, pick up speed like that. Quick adjustments, little tiny adjustments, and it picks up speed. Little tiny adjustments, picks up speed. See that, guys? You see that, guys? The little boost. So I'm going like this. It's slow. It's nice. It allows me to be accurate. And then when I need to pick up speed, it allows me to pick up speed. You see what I'm saying? Go over here. Boom. Melted. All right. I'll show you guys with the Cerberus. So right here. Boom. Boom. All right. Allows me to adjust quick and be accurate. Boom, pick up, like this. Okay, let me show you guys 1 second. So I'll be going over settings, and I'll also go over the display and gameplay settings to help you guys out with any of those settings, because there's a lot of settings that are automatically on that you should definitely turn off. It'll improve your gameplay by 1,000. Here, let me go over right now. Settings. Okay. So I'm going to start off and go through the row. And for the regions, you do whatever. So number 1, auto sprint turn on, auto sprint trigger delay put to 0. So what this does is it allows you, when you put your left joystick forward, you auto sprint, because you need to pick up speed really fast in this game. And if you don't have auto sprint on, you're gonna have to press the joystick down, and it'll just put you at a disadvantage. So I'll show you the difference quickly. So right now I have it at 0. Let's say I put it to 0.5. Look, see that delay? It puts a huge delay, puts you at a disadvantage, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want that delay on. So make sure to go to gameplay, go to general, and auto sprint on, and auto sprint trigger delay to 0. Melee aim assist, that doesn't really matter, but you should have it on if you ever have to melee. And interface, this is really personal choice. You can also mess around with the crosshair. So this is my crosshair right now, if you guys want to copy it down. So I have a center dot, and I have it at 4, and my outline thickness 1, and this part. So if you guys, when you're shooting, if you guys don't like when your reticle opens up, for me, I don't personally like that because it kind of throws off my aim. So what you want to do is you want to turn off dispersion reticle, and you want to put on static reticle. When you put on static reticle, it allows for you to shoot without your reticle opening up. You guys see that? The reticle doesn't open up. It is 1,000 times better, and it'll allow you to be 1,000 times more accurate. Let me just show you guys the difference. So I will put on dispersion reticle, and I'm gonna turn off static reticle. Watch the difference. See that? It opens up. When you want to be accurate, it kind of throws you off. You see what I mean? It kind of throws you off there. So personally, I don't like that. And it's honestly personal preference, but it does give you an advantage to have it as a statical reticle. Here, 1 second, let me just turn it on. go. See, when it's still, look at that. How much easier it was to just be accurate. See that? It's just 1,000 times easier to be accurate. Okay. So if you guys got that down, right? What you can also do, if you guys prefer a smaller reticle, keep the length at 9. I find 9 to be the best length. All you have to do is turn the inner offset down. See, so now you got a smaller crosshair. And if you want it to be tight and nice and small so you can be very precise, you can just turn the inner offset to 0. Depending on the gun, maybe you like a gun where the reticle is smaller. Maybe you like a gun where the reticle is bigger. All you have to do is change this one thing, inner offset. Whatever you prefer, turn it around. It doesn't really matter, right? Now let's go to controller settings. For controller settings, I have the look sensitivity horizontal at 200, the look sensitivity vertical at 150. I set the zoom multipliers to 40%, so when I'm aiming, the sensitivity slows down. Because when you're aiming, you want to be precise. When you're not aiming, you want to be fast and athletic and be able to switch around and zoom, you know what I'm saying? Focus, length, sensitivity, scaling, keep that on. Horizontal, this is where the sweet stuff comes. 1 second, I need to go down first. So naturally, you're going to start on sinusoidal look response curve. What this is, it's an S curve. So what it does is it picks up speed, slows down, and picks up speed again. That'll throw you off so horribly and put you at an insane disadvantage, especially when you're up in the higher ranks, because it's choppy. It picks up, slows down, picks up, slows down. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with exponential. It picks up, slows down, picks up, slows down. You want it at linear. What linear allows is it's a straight line. So it's constantly moving at the same speed. But the thing is with linear is that you either pick if you want to be able to micro adjust or do you want to be able to swipe fast and hit someone really quickly. But when you add look boost and look boost ramp up time, what that allows you to do is to have the best of both worlds. You're allowed to have the ability to micro adjust and the ability to pick up speed really fast, right? So what you want to do, like, let me show you right now. So I'm gonna put this to 450 and this to 400. All right. So look, so I'm able to micro adjust. You guys see this? I'm micro adjusting. Look how it picks up speed. You see what I'm saying? So it's going slow. Boom. The more I push my joystick, the faster it goes. You guys see that? And look at how it even makes the aim assist stronger. Look at this. Look how the aim assist is so much stronger. Look how it slows down on the target. Right? So look, I'm able to micro adjust on him. Boom, 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 boom. Micro adjust. And then, oh, pick up speed. You know what I'm saying? So look, micro adjust, micro adjust, micro adjust, pick up speed. You guys see that? It's a huge advantage you get when you have this on. So I would suggest if you want a little bit slower kind of sensitivity, right? Let me just go over it with you quickly. I would put look sensitivity 200, horizontal 200, vertical 150, zoom multiplier 40%, right? And I would put the boost at 400 for horizontal and the boost at vertical for 350. And what I would do is the look boost ramp up time, put it to 0.8 seconds. So what that means is that you would have to hold your joystick down all the way for 0.8 seconds for it to pick up speed. I find that the best ratio, so you're able to perfectly micro adjust when you need to, and when you need to pick up speed really fast, you're in a close quarter situation, you're able to, right? Because if you put it too high, it's going to take too long to pick up speed. If you put it too low, it's going to be too fast to be able to micro adjust and hit your target. And you want to put the zoom horizontal look boost at 200 and the zoom vertical look boost at 150. All right. And you want to do the zoom look boost ramp up time to 1.3, 1 to 1.3. In between that range is okay. It doesn't really matter in that range as long as it's around 1 to 1.3. That's the perfect sweet spot. Whatever you guys prefer, you can go for. You can mess around with it and see what fits you better, right? So reason I put zoom look boost higher is because when you're aiming, you want your sensitivity to pick up a little bit slower so you can be a little more accurate. And then aim inner dead zone, I have it at 5. Try to have it as low as possible. Anywhere from 3 to 7 is fine. You know what I'm saying? If you have a older controller and you have stick drift, you can put it at 10, but I would suggest try and put it lower, because the lower your dead zone, the more space you have to aim. Because when you put the dead zone higher, your circumference of your joystick shortens, right? Movement inner dead zone, put it at 1. The reason you want to put it at 1 is when you're moving, you don't need to be accurate with your movements, right? It's not like it's not aiming. You're just running around, you're moving left to right, and you want it to be at 1, because what that allows you to do is it makes it faster, right? You're able to move left and right. You're able to strafe. You can move left and right, dodge bullets, move forward and back at higher speeds. If you have it at 10, it's going to be much more like sloppier. Let me show you. I'm going to put it at like 30. Let me show you the difference, right? It's much slower. You know what I'm saying? You guys see that? And then let me show you guys back at 1. 1, 0, same thing. Look, boom, boom, move forward and back, strafe, strafe. You know what I'm saying? You guys see that? Like, you're able to move left and right, left and right, left and right, without having a delay. You know what I'm saying? In this game, is very fast-paced game. You don't want any delays. Okay. Moving on to the next setting. This personal choice. Remember, look response curve at linear. You have to have it at linear in order for these settings to work perfectly. Okay. Look acceleration, have it at 0 because you're already doing that with the boosts, ramp up times and stuff. Preset directional equipping. Yeah. Sprint behavior, hold, right? So you don't have to press the joystick, you just hold it down. Crouch behavior, have it at toggle. Zoom behavior, have it at hold. When you're aiming, you wanna be able to let go and aim at just holding it. Reload and pickup behavior, prioritize reload. You want to be able to reload before you pick up something. This is where it also gets really, really important. If you guys do not have any extra accessories for your controller, or you don't have a scuff or something like that, I would suggest you put your jump to the left joystick. The left joystick has nothing on it, because initially, if you have the sprint delay thing at the trigger where you have to press down the joystick, right? Then that would be a button command for the left joystick. But because of the previous setting, when I told you guys to put the sprint delay to 0 and put it to be able to where all you have to do is push it forward to be able to sprint, now you have a free joystick command, right? If you have your button on X, you're not going to be able to aim and jump at the same time, which is very important. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to be able to jump and shoot. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to be able to jump and shoot, right? If you have it at X, I have my melee as X, right? But if you have it at X, you're going to have to turn your right finger from your aiming joystick and jump, right? But when you have it as the press button on the left joystick, you're able to jump and shoot at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You're able to jump, aim, and shoot at the same time. So the reason why that's really important is in this game, not only does that make it harder for people to hit headshots on you, it makes it easier for you to hit headshots on them. Right? So make sure auto sprint on, auto sprint delay 0. So you have a free joystick to do whatever you want with. and I prefer to put it on jump. The reason I don't have it on the right joystick is because it can kind of mess up your aiming a little bit when you're trying to jump and aim at the same time. So put it on the left joystick so your right joystick is free. This all is the normal settings, whatever you guys' preferences. I put melee as X, right? Crouch. So this is another very, very important setting. Remember, if you guys don't have any accessories, you don't want to have to switch your finger from the joystick to circle, because then that puts you as a disadvantage. You're going to have to switch fingers from circle and the joystick to be able to crouch and shoot at the same time, and crouch and aim, or to be able to slide and shoot at the same time. It's so important to have it as the right joystick if you have no accessories. So you're able to slide and shoot at the same time, slide and aim at the same time. You guys get what I'm saying? Put the crouch / slide button as a right joystick, and it'll put you at a crazy advantage. Insane advantage. Let me just show you guys. It shows much better with the Cerberus. I'm experiencing some lag right now. I don't know what's going on. 1 second. Yeah, that's weird. Let me just... I don't know why I'm lagging. This game's server sometimes is really off. Okay, whatever, we'll just go back to the settings until the lag goes away. This is training too, I don't know why it would be lagging. It's so weird. Okay, there you go. See what I mean? You're able to slide and shoot at the same time. You guys get what I'm saying? Boom, slide, shoot. You guys get what I'm saying? Slide, aim, and shoot. Boom, X melee. Slide, shoot. Slide, spin around, shoot. Easy money. Alright. Next setting, let me show you guys 1 second. Is, what was it? Yeah, these gadgets, you can have it, whatever. It's all personal preference on these ones. I think that's it for this one over here, okay? So you want to have, obviously, aim assist on. It allows you to be more accurate and slow down on the enemies. You want sensitivity reduction on. The reason why this is good, it also slows down your sensitivity when you're on a target or looking at a target, which is very important to be accurate and micro adjust, right? Target tracking on, zoom snapping on, controller vibration, that's all preference, right? This, have it all off. It's probably the worst setting in any FPS shooter game. Social, personal preference. You guys like voice chat, do whatever you want with it. Accessibility, some people like the Neurotopia, which is just changes the colors a little bit, makes it a little darker. I personally don't like that, so I don't have it on, but if you guys like that, you can have it on. Over here, this, if you guys don't like the really white flashes, you can turn this on and it makes the flash black instead of white, so it's less blinding to your eyes if it hurts your eyes. Subtitles is whatever. This is very important. Motion blur, you want to have it disabled. So what motion blur does is while you're moving, it makes your screen very blurry, right? You don't want to have this on because that can throw off your aiming, right? So motion blur, turn that off, right? Audio, this is all personal preference. This game is really loud, so I kind of put the audio really low down, right? I put the audio to 20. Sound effects, keep it up, put the music down because that's going to throw you off. Dialogue volume is kind of important because there's a lot of commands that you may hear. I don't know if you guys realize, but there's a lot of commands you could actually overhear. Like you can hear the enemy team say, hey, I'm placing a mine. Hey, this, hey, that. And that is very important because when you can hear those things, then you can watch out for these things. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm going for a revive. So then you know, hey, the guy is reviving. Let me try and take him out while he's distracted. Boom, you got an easy team wipe. Super important to have your sound on. Video. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky, right? Because it's very personal preference. But one thing I'll say is you want to have your FOV the highest possible you're comfortable with. Because when you have your FOV low, it puts you at a huge disadvantage. Because then your enemies can see and you won't be able to see as much as they can see. You want to be able to see as much as you can, wherever it's in your peripheral, it's in front of you or to the side. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to see what you can see. So I'll show you guys the difference. When you have your FOV at 70, look at this. I'm pretty sure this is the default setting. Look at that. Right? It's a little zoomed in, but it kind of throws you off, and you're not able to see as much. Let me show you guys the difference. So the enemy is right here to my right, right? Over here, I can't see him, right? Now let me show you when I put the FOV higher, back to 99. I like it at 99. I don't know why. It's fun. Look, now I can see him. The enemy that I was just not able to see, now I can see him. Oh no, boom, dead. Oh no, boom, dead. You know what I'm saying? So you can crouch with right joystick, jump with left joystick, boom, blast him around, right here. X melee, boom. You know what I'm saying? Slide, right joystick, jump, left joystick, boom. Slide, right joystick, jump, left joystick, boom. None of it throws off my aiming. Whereas if I had to have those buttons as the X and circle, then I would have to move my right finger to the buttons instead of the right joystick. So I'll be able to, like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to switch around with the things. You're not gonna be able to do it, right? But when you have it as slide, you're able to jump, boom. You know what I'm saying? Jump, and shoot, right? It actually allows you to hit more headshots when you have it at the left joystick. Let's say you actually have it at his body. Jump up, boom, headshots, right? And it kind of negates recoil in a way, right? Body, doesn't matter. See? Easy headshots. Melted, right? So that's what you want for your FOV. Motion blur, have it on. Lens distortion, you need to have this off. Motion blur, have it off. Lens distortion, have it off. What lens distortion does, right, is that the edges of the screen and the far back of the screen, it kind of distorts it. See that? You guys see the difference? It kind of makes it blurry. So if there's an enemy near you or really far ahead of you, it's going to make it much harder to see him and shoot him. When you have it off, you're able to be 1,000 times more accurate. So these are the personal settings, right? And if you guys want the higher settings, right, what I would recommend is to have the look sensitivity horizontal at 300. I would put the look sensitivity vertical at 250. Let me just show you guys. 300, 250, right? Keep the zooms at 40% because you need slower aim when you're zooming. And what I would do is I would put the look boost highest. 500 and 450, sorry. Zoom look boost 300, 250. All right, so let me show you guys the difference. So watch this. So look, I'm still able to micro adjust, right? Still able to micro adjust. If I need to pick up speed, boom. You guys might not notice it, but there's a little bit of pickup speed, right? So if I shoot this guy once, right, and I'm micro adjusting and I need to pick up speed, look at that, right? So let me just show you right here so the aim assist doesn't affect it. So I'm able to micro adjust like this, right? And watch the speed boost, boom, right? Boom. See that speed boost? So you're able to micro adjust and to be able to pick up speed whenever you need to, right? Right? So now to put it all in motion, right? You can do this, jump, boom, pick up speed, crouch shoot, all at the same time. I promise you guys, these settings will put you at the biggest advantage, especially for the people that aren't on these settings. People who have that S setting on or the exponential curve on, they will be at a huge disadvantage because their aim will be choppy, their aim will be slow, fast, all over the place. They'll be crouching with circle, jumping with X, having to move their finger from the joystick to the buttons. When you change these settings, I promise you, you will move up the ranks at a pace that you never have. I promise you that, because these settings just give you a huge disadvantage. You're able to jump without moving your fingers. You're able to crouch and slide without moving your fingers. You're able to aim and jump and crouch all at the same time and run at the same time. You're able to fucking melee at the same time. Sorry for that swear word. But you're able to do all these things at the same time. You have the motion blur off, the lens distortion off, everything is clear. You have the field of view higher. You can see more around you. These settings are a must. And when I first started playing these games and I was looking for the videos, all the settings were so bad. I was just like, bro, am I bad at this game or what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Is it me or is it these settings? I'm like, I'm usually good at these first person shooters. I've played Call of Duty all my life. I've played so many first person shooter games. What's going on? Why does the settings feel so bad? Why's my aim feel so weird? Why the controls so off? It wasn't until I looked into it myself and I got some information from the other video games that I've been into and the settings, and a lot of the video game settings are very similar, right? And I decided, you know what, let me look into myself and figure out the best settings. And I did. And ever since I started using these settings, whether it's the fast settings with the shotgun, whether it's the slower settings with the AR, it doesn't matter which settings I use. They're both of them have skyrocketed my gameplay and my skill and my rank. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. But if you guys are looking for more videos on information, I'm gonna make a new video on strategies, teamwork, how to play around your team, the best builds to make the best guns to use with your teammates. So you guys can have every advantage you need to ranking up. Thank you for watching.